Hey, falafel fuckers! Welcome to the Week 3 Fantasy Football Awards. Sorry I didn't get any last week, and then these ones are kind of coming in under the wire, but life happens. Let's go ahead and get on with it here. High as a kite. This goes to myself. I had 135 points. I had 31 points from Rex Burkhead, 27 points from my defense. So I'm not expecting this kind of output every week, but Sexy Rexy drugged me, and it was nice to see it at least happen for 1 week. The sloppiest go on the bar, this is Steve with 59 points this week. Steve, you were the highest scorer weeks 1 and 2, and now you were the lowest scorer. I told you I had to pay up for Mike Davis, but who the fuck listens to Tony, right? Who lets you win? This is Brooksy over L-Dog. L-Dog, your team really didn't do that bad this week, but Brooksy still beat you by 27 points just because his team kind of went ham. The baddest bench, this is George. George, you had 60 points on your bench this week. You would have beat Steve with just your bench. So, once again, Steve, you suck. Tighter than Crab's Vagina, this is George and Kevin. Had a real tight matchup this week, 128 to 126.12. And, Kevin, that means you also get the fucking Chuck Norris Award this week. You would have beaten every team in the league besides myself and George, but you just the short straw. That's how it goes. Milk was a bad choice. There's 3 of these this week. We got Kevin. If you would have started Cole Beasley over James Washington, you would have won. Sean, if you would have started Baker Mayfield over Gardner Minshew, you would have won. And Corey, if you would have started Jared Goff over Stafford this week, you would have won. I know you're struggling with that decision every week, and we're all rooting for you to keep making the wrong one. Alright, that's it for the awards. Let's move on to the preview. The matchup of the week, myself and George. Battle of the undefeateds. We got, I'm down Juju, and he's down Connor because of all this COVID shit. But other than that, we're largely unaffected, so should be a good matchup there. No excuses for either of us. Then we've also got 2-1 Corey versus 2-1 Steve. Let's see if Steve's team can bounce back, but I know we're all hoping he doesn't. We also got 2-1 Kareem versus 1-2 Kevin. Kevin, your monster team with all your great keepers isn't doing that well, so let's hope that keeps going. Got 0-3 Sean versus 2-1 Brandon. Got a tough matchup this week to try to get off Schneid there, Sean, but I'm rooting for you, buddy. You got 1-2 Gus versus 1-2 Mike, so let's see if we can get to 500. You got 1-2 Evan versus 0-3 Jay, our brother from the north. His team just isn't doing that well this year, and we'll just see how the year progresses. You got 1-2 Sal versus 2-1 L-Dog. And 1-2 Craig versus 2-1 Brooksy. That wraps it up for this week. Let's have a great week 4. I know we had a lot of scares this weekend with COVID and whether or not we're going to keep going. So let's just hope that shit kind of slows down. Once again, the New England-Kansas City game looks like it's going to be played on Monday night. But just in case something happens, just make sure that you DM me a replacement player, and I'll be able to go back and replace the players if the game is canceled. Alright, these are unprecedented times, and I'm trying to do everything I can to still make the season fun and not make it such a pain in the ass for everybody. Alright, I'll see you guys next week. Maybe.